Hey everybody, and welcome to the Fat Bike Show. As you can probably hear, I downloaded a file of random crowd noise and people cheering. Enough of that silliness. So, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the last episode. Some news since then. I featured the Yumpy portable jump ramp. I think it's a wonderful piece of kit. They got in touch with me and said that if you buy a Yumpy and when you come to pay, you put in the discount code, you put in Dicking About, you'll get €20 discount, which is almost 20%. I'm not involved with them financially, but it's a lovely gesture from the guy there in gratitude for sharing it. Great product, go and check it out. So in this week's episode, I'm going to share with you some fat bike news. I take on a hill climb challenge, which was actually suggested by one of the viewers. If you really dislike me in any way or I've wronged you somehow, you will really enjoy that. Make sure you watch the whole 10 minutes because I'm in pain for most of it, so you'll enjoy that. Other things I'm going to share, things you hear if you ride a fat bike. I made this video a short while ago and I've had comments from fat bikers around the world saying, hey, I hear that too. So it's kind of fun to share that. And see whichever country you're in, do you hear the same things? Also coming up is I'm going to see how fast I can go on my fat bike. And finally, we go back to our regular feature, which is fat bikers around the world and saying hello to some of our friends in other continents. So first up, let me share some of the feedback we received since the last episode. Everyone's been very kind, but I got a couple of tweets which I'm pretty happy with. Let's have a look. Yeah, some pretty nice feedback. Okay, what else have I been doing this week? Well, I've been looking for other fat bike content, and there's a pro rider called Bernard Kerr. Big fan of his stuff, and he is becoming a bit of a fan of fat bikes, and he took his fat bike to a jump park this week and made a video. So the link is in the description below. Please go and check it out. It's really awesome. I've also been watching some fantastic videos from a guy called Pat Smadge. Pat's in the US and he's a trials bike rider as well. And some of his videos, the skill he's got on his fat bike is just wonderful to see. So the link is in the description below. Go and check his YouTube channel out, obviously after you've watched this. So coming up next, one of our viewers sent me a note saying, hey, there's this hill, I wonder if you can get up it on your fat bike. It wasn't that far away from me, so I decided to take a couple of mates and they could film me doing it. As I said in the introduction, if you don't like me, this is the video for you. Hey guys, so the challenge I was set was to come to this place called Butser Hill. Now, it had hill in the name, so I thought, what the hell, I can definitely get up on my fat bike. I've now done a bit of research, and this is the highest point on the South Downs. And it's been raining all morning, so it's wet and it's grass. And it's really bloody high. Have a look up there. I'm going to give it a go, but hopefully a fat bike can climb Butser Hill. I might have to speed up the footage because the only way I'm even going to be anywhere close to this is to try and go as slowly as I possibly can. Crap, that is a long way up.
try and get a rhythm. Come on in. Okay. A bit slow, steep. I might have to ride it crisscross. Pace yourself, come on. Sorry about my sniffing. Come on. Saving one gear. Struggling, mate.
Think of the Queen.
Come on. Look down, don't look up. The ground's now rough. Don't panic. Don't panic. Lean forward. Don't panic. Lean forward. Angle, angle, angle. Angle, angle, angle. Wheel slip. Don't panic. Oh no, come on. Come on. Come on, wheels. Don't slip. Don't slip. Come on.
Wheels are skidding. Wheels are skidding. I almost lost it on the grass, it's too slippery.
Come on. Think of a song. Sorry. Nothing left in the legs. Nothing. Come on. Come on, you're better than this. One more bit, just to this corner. That's the top. Corner's the top. Corner's the top. Corner's the top. Come on. Come on. "20 feet, 30 feet. Come on. 10 more pedals. 10 more pedals. Yeah.
So you can climb Butser Hill on a fat bike, but you'll probably end up looking like this.
I've got to say, I was properly exhausted at the top of that hill. None of that was put on. It was very steep, but it was the fact that the wet grass and the mud meant you couldn't put that much power into the pedals, because if the wheel spun, you were basically out of it. So I was really pretty pleased with myself getting up there. The second half of that film is coming up in a little bit. And now it's on to a video I made a little while ago I want to share with you. It's one of my favourites, and it's one of my favourites because it's things people just constantly say if you ride a fat bike. And I kind of thought, hey, maybe it's fat bikers, or maybe it's just what people say in the UK. And I've had so many comments from pretty much all around the world, of guys in New Zealand, guys in Singapore, in Canada, in the US, saying, oh, everyone says that to me too. And I think that's wonderful. I think it really, it goes to show there's a bond between us all. So have a quick look, and hey, if I've missed any out, drop me a note in the comments. Hey everybody, if you ride a fat bike, you know they're a real conversation starter. Everyone you come across on the trail, whether they're a walker, a fellow cyclist, roadie or mountain biker, or a horse rider, they always start a conversation, and it's always one of these 5 things. So I don't know whether you spotted it. So these are the 5 things you hear if you ride a fat bike. Oh my God, look at the size of those tyres. Yeah, these are only 4.4s. I've got 4.8s in the garage. But yes, that'll be the first thing. It's the most obvious, but hey, wow, look at those tyres. That's number 1. That must be heavy. That must weigh a ton. Do you know what? They just don't. You got to remember, these big fat tyres, it's full of air. So that's the second thing. Everyone says, oh my God, they must be heavy. They just aren't. This weighs about 32 pounds, which is the same as my all mountain bike. I'll tell you something, they're not slow. Keep pace with all my friends. Mind you, my friends could just be really slow and old. But I think the fat bike's as good as any of them. Okay, number 4. People say, cool, I bet that's tough to ride uphill. Do you know what? It just isn't. Or no more so than any other bike I own. There's something about, if you've got the correct tyre pressure, when you're going up a hill, no matter how steep it is, if you're going to make it on another bike, you're going to make it on a fat bike, because that deeper tread pattern almost crawls you up the hill. Hills aren't any easier, but they're certainly, I don't think, any tougher. Let me tell you the question I never get asked. Are you on Strava? No. Hey, it's cool if you are, and good luck to you, but it's how many smiles per mile for me on a fat bike up a road. Well, I've got to say, the number 1 most common thing I hear when I'm out on the fat bike, maybe it's just because I'm grinning from ear to ear every time I ride it, but the number 1 thing I hear is, boy, that looks like fun. Thanks so much for watching. So now the second half of the Butser Hill film I promised you. I wondered, in fact, generally when I'm on any bike, I wonder, how fast will this thing go? Well, let's go and find out. Oh, and I promise there's no heavy breathing this time. Just a little bit of fear. Okay, so while we're here at the highest point in the South Downs, I've just had a go at climbing it, proved a fat bike can climb a hill like this. At the very bottom, where we still had breath, we were talking about, but how fast can a fat bike go? So it seems silly, bear in mind we're at the top of this massive hill, not to go down it as fast as we can and see how fast a fat bike can go rolling down a hill. Right, actually I think this is a bit more disconcerting than coming up this thing. It is so slippery. But let's see how fast I can go. Holy crap! This is so... There's a jump! Holy... How fast I'm going, please don't go that way, please don't go that way. Oh, thank you. I gotta say, that was, I don't know how fast, I'll show the speed I got. Over that wet grass and the mud, I was absolutely petrified. I didn't want to hit the brakes because I thought that might actually be worse because you start skidding, but I'll go faster if it's dry, but that was a hell of a lot of fun. Oh, fat bikes roll so well. Look, I'm definitely going to see if I can go faster. I want to go past 40 miles an hour off-road. But I've got to say, because that was so bumpy coming down there and the wet grass, it really was quite scary, because if the wheels had started going, there was no recovering. There was just it was just a wipeout. So, but I will see how fast I can go, and I think I might add that to the next episode. And now it's time for one of my favourite parts of the show. You guys have been sending me your videos, and please continue to do so. Just a video of you with your bike, saying who you are, where you're from, and what bike you ride. This week we're going to check in with Tommy and Caddy.
This is Tommy with Elevation Every Weekend, and I'm a fat bike fanatic. If you are too, follow me on YouTube and Instagram.
Hello, my name is Kati. I'm from Estonia, and I really enjoy fat biking. Once you go fat, you never go back.
So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them below or drop me an email, and I'll try and incorporate it in the next show. Please hit the subscribe button. That way it ensures that you get notified of when the next show is live, which could be from, well, anywhere in the world, really. Grant, how much are tickets to Estonia? See you next time.